Thank you for joining us for this series on the Heroine's Quest, How to Heed the Call to Adventure. Thank you to our guest, Sean Pearson Dingle, author of Still Here, Still Becoming. This is a lesson that I have created for a course called Heed the Call to Adventure, How to Write Your Own Heroine's Quest. Sean and I worked on a tool from the Heroine's Quest course, which is called
The Heroine's Quest Mapping Exercise, and it's a writing prompt.
You can use this to help you to see your life as a heroine's journey. What was the ordinary world before you experienced the event that propelled you out of that?
The ordinary world was quite busy. I was a single mother, an entrepreneur, just going forward and excited about the future.
In the next stage is when the event occurs, the call to adventure. In your case, the call was a tragedy.
It was a regular day. The police arrived and told me that my son had passed away. I was thrust into a different state. The first maybe 10 months, I could not speak. At this point, I realized if I did not begin the process of healing, I would die in the cave.
Did you ever refuse the call?
I don't believe I ever truly accepted the call. I finally had to accept healing over everything.
What I hear, you accepted the call to the healing. There are people who will say, I do give up. You had decided to leave this comfort zone after years of isolating and avoiding the work that needed to be done in order to start healing. So you crossed the threshold. So we saw the threshold guardians. We know they are big and scary. What were your threshold guardians?
Fear. I realized that my story was developing. Never thought that this would be my first book. It was the fear of judgment, of being so open and sharing my story.
So far on the heroine's journey, we've explored the ordinary world, answered the call to adventure, faced the refusal of the call, crossed the threshold into unfamiliar territory, and confronted the threshold guardians, the obstacles that test our commitment to the journey. Today we continue with the next stage, the road of trials, where the real work of transformation begins.
I'm going to bring up the exercise, the writing prompt, so that we are putting this in this context. I want to go back. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I'm just going to briefly go through the road of trials, some of the things that you had to go through.
What tests, losses, or setbacks have you faced? What patterns have repeated? If you or your heroine has not already faced these, what might some of them be?
Thank you for joining us for this series on the Heroine's Quest, How to Heed the Call to Adventure. Thank you to our guest, Sean Pearson Dingle, author of Still Here, Still Becoming. And if you want to learn more about Vision Quest Retreats, you can follow on my website, which is visionquestretreats.com. I have a blog there where I post a lot of tips and tools. I'm here on YouTube, so please subscribe and follow for more content.